Welcome to My Blockchain Island. I'm your hostess, Carla Marie. Hi everyone, and welcome to the 12th day of crypto with myself and Jonathan Gallia from Blockchain Advisory. And today we're talking about February. Over to you, Jonathan.
Right, so February was the month where, let's say, everything started shifting slowly towards, I would say, the bear market as we know it nowadays. It was also the month where EOS closed off their ICO, making it the largest ICO in history so far.
How much was that?
They managed to collect roughly $4 billion US. That's billion with a B.
That's insane.
And in fact, of course, 4 billion is more than enough to develop a space shuttle which goes towards the moon, let alone a platform.
We have a recommendation for the EOS team.
Yep, so if they don't know what to do with funds, there you go. But EOS has set itself out to be the so-called Ethereum killer. So they're basically building a new platform. They have built a new platform which implements smart contracts and makes it far more easier to use for enterprise businesses and so on compared to Ethereum. So they boast of having a platform with high transaction output, lower transaction fees, making it almost transaction fee-less, and also much more scalable than the Ethereum platform. Now, EOS, of course, is very well funded when it comes to, again, development.
Well, after an ICO like that.
I would imagine.
That's an understatement.
And even the team behind EOS itself, Block One, is made up of people like Brock Pierce, Dan Larimer, and so on, who are very well experienced and, of course, know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. So far, of course, EOS have managed to deliver on their promise, to deliver the platform. They are continuously developing it in, of course, a decentralized fashion. So they have various developers across the world who are working on the EOS platform. There were, of course, some concerns about EOS, particularly when it came to some of the team members themselves. So we know that Dan Larimer launched other blockchain projects. He launched Steam, he launched BitShares, and each and every time he launched the project and then moved on to the next one. Gotcha. So there were some concerns that potentially Dan Larimer might do the same with EOS as well. So far he's still sticking with EOS, but again, let's keep in mind that blockchain projects are normally developed in a decentralized fashion. So it doesn't necessarily mean that if a person launches a project that they need to continue developing it. No. Far from it.
No, they hand over the reins almost to a decentralized development community, so it becomes very much then owned by a group of people rather than one individual that's leading the project. And that's the power, I guess, of a lot of these protocols, right?
True. Now, the thing is that, however, EOS utilizes what is known as delegated proof of stake, whereas Ethereum, Bitcoin, and most of the other major platforms out there still utilize proof of work. Now, what does this mean? It means essentially that, let's say, the power to make certain decisions is always in the hands of a few selected nodes. The few nodes which are voted by all the other nodes in order to, let's say, confirm the transactions taking place. In the case of EOS, I believe that there are 22 so-called delegates who are, of course, making decisions. And although they can be voted down and replaced by other representatives, still these delegates hold, of course, a considerable amount of power when they decide the final direction of the network in general.
Absolutely.
So far so good, but we've seen other delegated proof-of-stake platforms such as Steemit run into some problems. In fact, the Steemit network went down for a few hours later on after February, and we'll go into that later on. Hopefully EOS won't run into the same problems and they'll manage to make good use of the funds they have collected.
Well, I've heard of some fantastic projects coming out of EOS, which we can talk all about in an episode next year, all about protocols. I think that would be an interesting session to do. All right, guys, that's it for February. We'll see you tomorrow for March.